All right, it is the first day of school for HISD, Galveston ISD, and of course so many coming soon. Parents will soon be asking, hey honey, how was your day? Well, getting more than just a fine is not always easy, so maybe that's not the right question. Dana Sheridan, a counselor at the Village School, is joining us with questions that could actually get them talking. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Village School starts later this week.
Yes.
So you're kind of in those final prep modes.
Yes.
Let's talk about that question, how was school? Why does that not usually work?
Well, really, we don't factor in time to decompress. Like, the end of the school day is so overstimulating, so I think they get into our car, and then we're like, well, how was your day? We want to talk about all the exciting things,
Yes.
right? And they just need to kind of regulate. So give them time and some space just to chill, maybe put on their favorite song for the car ride, and just let them, you know, if you look in the rearview mirror, you can see them thinking almost, processing
Yes.
through everything in their day. The other thing, it's such a broad question,
Right.
you know, so a lot of times, especially with little kids, all they remember is like the last thing they did.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to ask really, really pinpointed, specific questions.
Okay, so what kind of questions might help? Give us some examples of questions that might help them share more about really what happened at school that day.
Be very specific and pinpointed. So start off with the things that they like. So if you know that they like science, start off with those things because they're more likely to talk a little bit about it. You know, talk about recess. Who did you play with? Not how was recess. You want to be like, what did you do? Did you go on the swings today? Did you see your buddy Susie? You want to be very specific just so they, again, have an answer for you and can open up with those things.
Yes, who did you sit next to at lunch? And that'll often, a lot of times it sparks the conversation, right?
Exactly, yes.
And then they go, oh, wait a minute, I remember lunch now. What else can we do to create that environment where they feel comfortable to open up and express kind of the ups and downs of school? You talked about giving them that time to decompress first.
Yes, so listening. I think a lot of times we jump into problem solving mode. So a good helpful tip, especially with the older ones, is when they start to talk or vent about something, ask them what they want. You know, do you want me to listen and let you vent, or do you want me to help you problem solve? And most, 95% of the time, they'll say, well, I just want you to just be a body there.
Yes.
Like, just to listen.
Yes.
So they can get it all out, because you want them to talk. I mean, that's healthy.
Yes, right. But you don't necessarily need them to jump in and start solving all these problems.
Exactly. And I think sometimes we want to know everything, but we don't need to know everything.
Yes.
You know, let them be a kid, let them write it out. For older kids, get involved, you know, have the friends over to your house, and you'll learn a lot about your child's life just that way.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So when I drive the boys in the carpool, that's how I get all the information, because they just talk to each other. I am completely silent, and they are having these conversations about what happened and who said what, and I mean, you get all the it's great. Okay.
The other thing I've been guilty of too is doing the whole, oh, when I was your age, and they immediately like, that's a no-go. They just shut down.
Yeah, it was like 1,000 years ago.
But you want to relate. I think we use it like, oh, we've been there, but it's totally different.
Okay, stay away from it. It's probably pretty cringeworthy for kids.
Exactly.
Any other pitfalls that we need to be aware of when we communicate with the child?
I think just, again, not giving them that space, not listening, and then just kind of over-assuming and sharing experiences and pressing them a little bit too much. Sometimes, you know, you just have to let them be, especially if they're older. Oh, I see, now's not you aren't ready for questions, like, I'll talk to you later, you know, and you walk away.
Yes.
Give them time, so that's really important.
I love what you said. When you first either pick them up or when they first get home, create that safe space, maybe put on some music. I like to keep a snack in the car, or a cup of chocolate milk or something, and just like give them a minute. I think we all feel that way after we get done with work, right?
Yeah, I've got a commute, and so I get in the car most days, and I don't listen to music, I don't do anything. I'm just like processing driving.
Give me a minute. Okay, well, Dana, thank you so much. Great tips and pointers for all of us, and good luck on your first day at the Village School.
Thank you so much. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, they're lucky to have you there. What a great resource for the Village School. All right, Dana, thank you. And